pull up. You know what I'm saying? To keep my perfect attendance going. Alexandria University, is pretty strict about attendance. I don't know what it is, but they want the attendance. They want you to show up, but they let you do anything when you pull up.
That part.
So, so I gotta love it. Gotta love it. How about yourself, Miss April? You good?
I am great. Um, it's been a lot of feelings.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, I always got a lot of feelings, but this week has been very interesting. And especially with them having me, why do I always forget how to put the dang on link in there? Okay. Um, this week they've been having me focus like on the collective like energy. And hold on, what's going on here? Um, okay, that's how we do that. Okay. They've been having me focus on this collective energy and it's been crazy work. Like it's been crazy. It's been crazy. My energy has been so I recently had a course of events happen where I literally felt my energy field expand, like expand out. And then my heart field too, like expand out, you know? And so I've been having visitations by ghosts and shit. And this was super interesting because the one particular ghost was somebody that I knew personally. And like she just like took a bite of me like delicious. And I was like, what the fuck? What was that? And so it was just confirmation, of all the shit I was feeling. And then like my trances, like when I go into a trance, is so much deeper. Like, oh. It's like if you've ever meditate and been like so deep in that meditation where it just feels like beyond peaceful, you know?
Mm,
Like,
mm,
these trances have been fucking intense, intensely peaceful. Does that make sense?
mm. It does. You know what I'm saying? It's the vibration you're supposed to be in. So, I'm happy for you. You're getting these new experiences and you get to do new things. And now we get new conversations. You know what I'm saying? You get to bring this to the vortex. So we all get to experience it with you. So I'm happy for you. You know what I'm saying? I get to see the look in your eyes and you look ready. So this is how you look before you jump off the cliff. You know what I'm saying? This is how you look. So I know that look. I'm like, oh, okay, she about to jump. She about to do a backflip. All right. I'm with that. So I love it. I love it. It's a
And
new experience for all of
free falling. Oh, free falling. You know? Like there's a difference in like jumping off the cliff. You know how you run up and then you're like, "Whoa, hold on."
us. I
Or you
definitely do.
jump off of it, but you like, oh shit, This is like that jump off with your arms out like, you know?
Whatever, yeah, whatever it may be. I'm already
That's a
with it.
completely different feeling. And so I just, and a lot of these downloads I've been having is just too like, I've been feeling very strongly that there are so many people right now where everything is just heightened, you know? Everything that's going on in people's lives is super heightened. Like at first, we went through this space of chaos and learning how to deal in chaos, with so many things happening simultaneously coming at you. And so now it's dealing with everything being heightened, you being very sensitive. And I do mean like your senses being like heightening, like way the fuck online. Like, oh, it's intense. My heart is like,
Yeah,
boom, boom, boom.
my awareness has been on 10. Because if it wasn't, I would have had a bad day today.
Whew.
Let me tell you. Because I was starting to feel that energy this morning around about 10, 11. I was starting to feel it, but I'm in the vibration of awareness and discipline. You know what I'm saying? Where I take control of it. It don't control me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm able to get control of that energy, and I was in a much better space. Because this would have been May. Oh Lord, this would be a different video.
Oh, shit.
This would have been a different video. But today, felt what I felt and took control of it.
Don't
You
hurt
know what I'm
nobody.
saying? Oh, you know what's funny? I was thinking about my beast today. Because I remember about a month ago, you was like, that nigga need a job. Yeah, I think he do. Because, you know what I'm saying? Holding the beast back, it can be a job. That could be a job in itself. You know what I'm saying? So then I got to remember, all of this is fake, been into my reality. You know what I'm saying? When you see the same people over and over again, that's also part of the matrix to get you to believe that it's real. You know what I'm saying? But they're also NPCs. You know what I'm saying? Just to get you to believe that this is all real. You know what I'm saying? So just just basically just staying in awareness, you know what I'm saying, and staying in that discipline. You know what I'm saying? I gotta continue this drive fast too. You know what I'm saying? And any other uh uncomfortable moments come around, I know what it is. So I just gotta stay in that vibration. So I control it, it no longer controls me. I'm done with a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And before we go further, we have to reintroduce, you know what I'm saying,
Marquise.
the young OG, Marquise, and he got the nerve to be on mute. You don't get off of
No, we
you got
good. We good. We good. We
OG?
good. We good.
Okay,
What's going
okay,
on,
man.
fam?
How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, guy. I've been it's funny. It's similar to what you said a little bit. I've been in a good space, but
Mm-hmm.
I'd be lying if I didn't say I've been in spaces to where, and just all around reflections with just peers, business, all kind of things, it's kind of showing back up. And with this feeling of getting my ass whooped left, right, up, down, and in the middle.
Yeah,
And then it's just been like this getting away, not getting away, but allow myself to like acknowledge the illusions, but then but being able to hold and stay there to figure out where they're actually coming from. It's not really like a ciphering. It's like, nah, 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 like sitting in the feeling
Mm.
and really allowing myself to acknowledge what is showing up for me. And it's like from there, bro, I've been able to gain clarity each step of the way in each day. You know what I'm saying? I actually, to let you know, bro, well, first off, hello, April, how you doing? Both of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all looking good. You get that y'all looking radiant. Um, but also I stepped into cleanse and everything
Mm.
in the past 3 days. And like even that, just certain things. I remember just in the vortex, bro, like, you speak in those moments and I remember feeling your energy, bro. You'd be like, man, you having like that discipline aspect. This is what it's about. This is the thing. Discipline for self. You know what I'm saying? Discipline, anchor and knowing. And it's just like there were things that were showing up for me where I'd be like, oh man, I'm about to do this. Cause like for the past month, really, I have been drinking a little heavier than I typically usually do.
okay.
And yeah, yeah, yeah. And with me for my discipline in the past, you know what I'm saying? Like I was able to moderate it out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But then like I realized there were certain emotions and things that would come up in me that may have that I allow myself to kind of tether off a little bit than what I consider that moderation to be. In terms of like whatever standard I had set for myself for this current theme. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like this whole stepping outside the self thing. And it's just like, nah, bro. So I just kind of like really through the cleanse though, man, I've been able to like really gain clarity, tap in with my heart more, and just go ahead and clear out a lot of smudge and the muddy water. Cause I like clear water. You know what I'm saying? I do like clear waters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of clear waters, brother.
We like the clear water.
You know what I'm saying? So, even and through that, bro, like I've been able to see how that's shown up, in the past like 3 days, 4 days of me, even just in terms of business and the reflections that pop up in real time in person and how I'm handling those and me feeling other people's emotions and things, and it's all coming right back to me. You know what I'm saying? And just taking radical accountability for myself, my choices, or any mistakes, and still moving in fullness of my authority, but also my heart, and not allow myself to go to this, lower nature vibration itself, which can be comfortable, but that's not comfortable for me in this current time continuum. Like, it's very uncomfortable, like very uncomfortable. So, just addressing that, bro. So that's where I've been at, man. I've been good. I'm grateful. I'm grateful, but yeah, today's been a beautiful measurement of, what I'm saying, what's transpired for me in the past week for sure, and just how everything's been showing up. So for sure.
I'm
I'm happy to
telling
hear that. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to hear that. Don't do too much Hennessy now, man. I don't need you breaking your hand caving somebody's chest in. You know what I'm saying? Be
Well,
easy, brother.
that's the good part, bro. Because the hard liquor, I've been able to cut that a while ago. So it's just more so the, what I'm saying, the brewskis and all that good stuff at
Oh,
the end of the day, and what I'm saying, like I said, like again, like sometimes these things show up to where it's nothing wrong with beer. It's nothing wrong with alcohol in particular.
yeah. No, it's not.
It's what I'm saying. It's just about how we're using them and where we're feeling like when we're getting them. Like, and not all the time when I was drinking, it was like it felt like a lower resonance. You know what I'm saying? But if I need spaces to where I need to be able to be clear and make decisive and discerning choices that I know are going to have an impact on the future and past continuum, which is allowing myself to be in the present, then that means we got to moderate it then at some point and address that. Hmm.
Okay, shit, you and awareness too. You know what I'm saying? What I'm learning is awareness is half the battle. You know what I'm saying? As long as you in the know, it's like, God damn, you could really take it from there. You know what I'm saying?
For
So,
sure. For sure.
I'm big on balance and awareness. Now I've got to be big on discipline. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's next for August, but I'm sure it's going to be more heavily energetic than July. I'm sure of it. You know what I'm saying? The way everything is going. So,
In the best
man,
interest.
yeah, it's always in the best interest. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Even when the energy don't feel like it, you know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? You may wake up on the wrong side of the bed and you feel what you feel, you know what I'm saying? But then you got to remember what it is. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
like I've been in a space where, it's like anger, you know what I'm saying, is a necessary emotion, but I'm in a space where I don't want to be angry without an outlet. You know what I'm saying? Like you need a real outlet for anger, the perfect outlet. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't, I don't want to be consumed by anger. It's like it's not going to do anything for me. You know what I'm saying? At least at
Yeah.
the moment. So, I tend to shy away from that. Especially if I have a long history of, being temperamental.
Yep.
So, yeah, so I don't really want to go that route. But,
Yeah,
you know,
not for sure. Likewise, that crash out energy, or even the energy of outbursting and that allowing rage to come through, um, without any balance for real. Because it's
yeah,
funny you brought that whole, you brought up your whole beast, and you were saying, well, April, like, you definitely need to do something with that, right? And what's been showing up for me in the past few months has really been like, just taking up another sport or form of me being able to allow myself to let out aggression. And that's okay, especially as a man, bro. Like we can't neglect that aspect of ourselves, and how our technology is set up in this present continuum and so much that's going on. And especially for, what I'm saying, Maxons like, me and you on the type of time that we are, there are an absurd amount of things that show up and show out at rapid speeds. And I was talking to my roommate. He was just like talking about the gym and everything. And I'm about to get back in the gym too, start being more consistent with that. But the main thing has been like just hitting a body bag. You know what I'm saying? Just getting them gloves, bro, going in, getting a body bag, and just letting this energy be able to disperse throughout the vessel through impact, through collision. You know what I'm saying? And in that, in my mind, I keep going back to it, and I'm seeing like as I'm punching that bag, like that power that's releasing through there, like that spark that's happening through that contact, just being able to see how the releases are able to like expand out from there. Just that release, even in my back, my arms, like everything, just let it out. And then when you done, and then let it be. You know what I'm saying? So the modalities are definitely calling. It's just, I feel like tapping inside with my intuition and my gut and moving from my heart has been like the major thing, with self, not abandoning self, betraying self, etc. Beautiful, but the balance is the physical too. You know what I'm saying? Like how are we able to express for real, freely, like, and just with rage or whatever it may be, and let that be. You know what I'm saying? That's important, bro.
Yeah, yeah. All these energies are important. You know what I'm saying? Just a matter of how you ball it up and how you use it when you have it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Because whatever you're feeling it for a reason.
right.
So it's not just a random emotion. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? There's something in you that's making you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? You could be sitting there thinking about an old thought, you know what I'm saying, from a year ago or something. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to recognize, well, shit, it was a year ago. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Hmm.
past. That no longer exists. So this isn't my
Hmm.
thoughts. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? This is some other shit, right? This is
right.
not my thought. You know what I'm saying? And I've been going through that too. Like these thoughts are not my own. When you cross something that frustrates you know what I'm saying? Like these thoughts ain't my own. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm,
let me change my thoughts.
yeah.
You
How
know
you
what I'm
been able to
saying?
discern
So
that though?
you know what? It could be something, like I said, something from the past that will hit your ego. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I go through that. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like you may think about somebody who was supposed to be a friend, but they do some shady ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't seen them in like 20 years. And all of a sudden you're thinking about them. So it's like, okay, well, you know what? Maybe you might start thinking maybe I should have handled that differently. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should have did A, B, C instead of X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Then you start might thinking, why would this person do that to me? You know what I'm saying? Like you may have these thoughts, but then you got to recognize that why are you thinking about something from that long ago from a person that's not even in your life? Nor do
right,
you care to have this person around. You know
right,
what I'm saying? So
right.
those thoughts like that, they're not your own.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? It's those are thoughts that are meant to drag you back to pull you into a frequency that's no longer beneficial to you.
mm, mm.
So that's an example. You know what I
Sure.
mean? But man, things like that. I've been going through that. So, man, I'm really, you know what I'm saying? I'm gaining. Well, I don't want to say gaining because I've been doing a much better job. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm big on balance, but I'm definitely gonna stay balanced. You know what I'm saying? That darkness, that light. You know what I'm saying? Harmonize it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get this perfect balance going.
For
So,
sure.
that's the state
So it
that I'm in.
is.
Thoughts. This is important because right now the collective, those that have really been doing the work, debris is showing up like real heavy, real rapidly, and real just real heavy. And it's from for many of us, is from all these different spaces, you know, that this debris is coming up and it's happening simultaneously, right?
Mhm.
And so the thoughts are very important. Like it is very important because there are thoughts under thoughts under thoughts, right?
mm,
And so the quietest thoughts, you know, are the ones that like, you know, pass. They've been looping for a long time. They've been looping for a long time. You don't be aware of those because, you know, the your habits and behaviors that you're in the process of changing, the thoughts or streams attached to those are playing loudest. So it's important to watch the thoughts. Like no judgment, no bias. You get into a space and you breathe and you relax and you just watch them because that will tell you the pattern, you know, like what type of time your vessel is on for real, how your nervous system is acting, what's going on in the subconscious, like your automated movements, you know what I'm saying, are it'll show you where you at when you watching those thoughts.
mhm,
And then once you watch those loud thoughts, you know, and you check, you go into your vessel and you check those spaces. Like, say someone is having loud thoughts and a common theme because you've been watching your thoughts, you pay attention to the pattern and the themes. So, the common theme in that is safety. You know what I'm saying? So, you dig in what spaces have I not felt safe, you know, and what story have I been telling myself about safety, right? So then once you go through whatever process you need to go through and deal with those safety issues, then you'll start to notice the thoughts underneath that, you know, that are a little bit quieter. And that shit streams way back, you know, and you watch that loop. And now we're getting somewhere, you know. This is where that underneath anger, rage, you know, where that beast be at attention, like ready to like, what's popping? You know what I'm saying? And so it's very important to watch these thoughts. They tell you what the fuck is really going on underneath, you know. That's very
Mhm.
important.
Glad you mentioned that. You know, 'cause I have been more mindful of my thoughts. I admit I haven't really been too keen on keeping up with patterns. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? That I haven't done. You know what I mean? But I can honestly say that I guess with what I'm feeling now is, you know, I'm ready for this current situation that I've been living in to move past. You know what I'm saying? To be behind. You know what I'm saying? So at times where the frustration happens, you know, that can have something to do. You know,
mhm,
it's like, okay, I've been through all these things for this many years, right? I've gotten myself to this point, right? My body has vibrated into a new space. My mind is vibrating to catch up to my body, but it's like my reality is still not where I feel like it should be. And I know that, you know, the reality can take time to catch up to you. You know what I'm saying? But when you're in a certain space, that can be frustrating at times.
It's frustrating as fuck.
Yeah, it
But
can be very frustrating. So,
this
you
is
know,
this human shit I be talking about, right?
right.
Ah, like what's gonna frustrate you even more is that you gotta this is the space where you gotta step into the unknown. Like I just had this conversation with myself, like, was it yesterday? I don't know. You know, these days be mixing in. I don't know. Maybe yesterday, day before yesterday, where I sat down and was like, all right, like, we got to switch some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit ain't, it ain't popping like I want it to pop. You feel me? So, like, I've gone through the space where I'm cleaning up debris, all the things. Um, So it's really that stepping into the unknown. And how do you really feel about that? Because there's levels to this shit. Like, you really got to go into these uncomfortable ass, unknown spaces, right? Because we're dealing with habits and behaviors, right? And in order to make drastic changes, especially when you've been in spaces for years, drastic change. And the change comes from doing the shit differently. Doing the shit differently is uncomfortable than a motherfucker and requires you to step in spaces you ain't never seen before. And that ego likes to know what's about to happen. The ego likes to be in fucking control. The ego is like, if we don't know what's going on, all that shit go left and go way left. Nigga, we could die. Okay? Like, so you get these anxious, then the human shit, like I say, you get all these fucking feelings. You get anxious. You know what I'm saying? Like, frustrated, sad. It's like all this shit, right? Because it's unknown. But this is what I be saying when I'm like, you got to jump off the fucking cliff. Like, you're scared, you're nervous, and you don't know. But you just got to jump, right? Because it's for your optimal. But you have to
Yeah.
go to these unseen and unknown spaces. Like, you have to. If you want to be great, you want to be optimal, like, that's just what the fuck it is. That's what it is.
Now, for me, one thing is I don't know to go this way or this way. That's like my biggest issue. You know what I'm saying? It's not, jumping off a cliff, to the darkness, because I've been doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather do that than to be doing the shit that I've been doing. That I feel like has been, I don't like the word stuck. I don't like the word time loop. You know what I'm saying? But what I've been experiencing, you know what I'm saying? I would love to jump into the darkness. You know what I'm saying? Find what I'm going to find and take it from there. But I don't know which way to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even quite sure how to get to that point to jump off the cliff. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm sitting here and I'm looking around. It's like being lost in the forest. It's like, which way do I go? I know where I'm at, but which way do I go? Like, that's how I feel at times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to just go full speed. You know what I'm saying? But which direction do I go? And how far do I go when I get there?
It's the space that you
So,
don't want to go. Like, you got to be your own, like, life coach. Like, the greatest life coach is like myself. You got to ask all the questions. Where is my talent? Where is my gift? What makes me feel, that rush, that high? Like, and think about the end goal. Like, if I was wealthy and I was doing, I was the greatest subconscious regressionist that ever lived, and oh, how does that feel? Like, that end result. Or the best reader or the best channeler, how does that feel, that best result? Okay. So then you figure it out. You're like, I can be the reader and still get that same feel like I'm doing subconscious regressions, all the things. Oh, okay. So that's the space. So then next, like, how do I get out there with that shit? Right. And the how do I's is usually the fuck I'm talking about. That uncomfortable ass shit. Which anybody who's next to me, anybody who's close to me, you got to be seen. It's about being in the light, which most of us are like, I know that's what I'm meant to be like, the shining star and everything, but I really don't feel comfortable in all that damn light. You feel me? And that's the space that you got to go. That very fucking uncomfortable, nervous ass, like not want to be seen as space. And it's always the process too there. Like we told you, you need to get your ass in that dark. We even told you about the Tai Chi outside to release some of that energy, some of that rage. You know what I mean? The Tai Chi, the exercising outside. And now we're seeing you doing that in the dark, outside, in the grass, and focused in on your activity. And then that's when you're a clear channel. And then that's where these thoughts come out of nowhere. What to do next.
Okay.
So
Okay.
accessing a flow state through a medium.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Because that's what I've been feeling like I've been lacking is moving. You know what I'm saying? Like even if I'm doing other things that I've never done before, that's great. You know what I'm saying? That helps me out. I still feel like I lack movement. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like I don't like the feeling of being stuck. Even though it's like I know I'm not stuck. I know stuck is an illusion, but it's still that vibration of stuck. Still, I can still feel it. You know what I mean? So, and when you ask me, what do I, like want to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I want to be? What do I want to feel? All I could think about was power. Because that's what I care about the most within me, within myself, is power, right? That's what I absolutely fucking love. Is
Okay,
power.
Marduk.
Right? Hey, like we being honest here, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
That's
for
what it
sure. That's
is,
all. For sure.
you
Nah, that's
know.
real as fuck. What's his name again? I always
Uh,
fuck up his name. Marduk.
but yeah, you said it right. You said it
Okay.
right. But
That's that nigga.
that's my damn energy right there. Power. You know what I'm saying? Like I refuse to live in a world where I lack that shit.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
lack is an illusion. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I feel like I should be, pushing over cars because I feel like doing. You know what I'm saying? I should be crushing shit. I should be jumping on top of trees and just sit there because I felt like doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like
You just shoot up in the
these are
sky, just be in the clouds like this, and just observe everything and meditate at the same time.
all of that. And here's the funny thing: like one thing that I've been telling y'all is about all the quantum leaps that I've been doing for damn near 20 years. Right? I've quantum leaped to so many other realities. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the same reality multiple times. And there was a point in time where I would get frustrated because I couldn't understand how I'm quantum leaping to all these realities, these other versions of me. And regardless of the age, that version of me is doing better than what I'm doing here. There was a version of me in county jail that was doing better than what I am right now. Swear to God, I was 18, gangbanging in county jail, and I was doing better then than what I've been doing now. Now, not this very moment because I'm in a different vibration.
I understand.
But before I came to Alexandria University, you know what I'm saying? Like that was how I felt. Like, hold on, like this, why is it that everywhere I go, this nigga is doing better than what I'm doing? Like it felt like they was fucking with me. Like
Hmm.
hell, like you know what I'm saying? Like this nigga's 16, right? This is a version of myself. 16, right? Already a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? I'm barely scraping two nickels together this motherfucker. Like how? Like why are you fucking with me now? You know what I'm saying? And that's how it felt. Like I was like I had resentment.
Hmm.
I had real resentment because it's like, it's like how Like, how am I supposed to take this?
Right.
Like, people resort to drugs, right?
Oh God.
Alcohol, gambling. You know what I
God.
resorted to? I
Right.
resorted to trying to quantum leap to a different reality. I tried that shit for years. I tried to escape to a different reality. I tried to escape to a different game. And you know what would happen? I was able to reach the vibration to leave, but I couldn't hold it long. It's like holding a pan that was too hot.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, you just drop it. I couldn't hold it, so I couldn't
Mm-hmm.
sustain it. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, nah, nigga, you gonna stay here. You gonna figure this out, right? But it's like, well, goddamn, you just keep fucking with me. Like, why? You
No,
know what
you
I'm
just
saying?
answered your
So,
own question. It's about maintaining that frequency. So it's like whatever your idea of success is, right?
mhm,
Like that's why I told you to think of the end result. Like you have to hold that feeling on the inside because that's
yeah,
raising your vibration. That's making you a match. You're a magnet. It's making you a match for that version of yourself that you desire.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you're
You
not
know,
that version of yourself because you ain't doing the shits and the shits that need to be done. You know, like we got to think about our personalities, yo. Like most of us are extremists. So you got to extremely go the other motherfucking way than what you've been used to doing. Like it's not fucking easy. You know, so it's
well, you
like you
know
got to
what?
clear up your debris. You got to deal with the shit that you don't want to really deal with. Bring it up, bring it the fuck out, you know, and then move differently. Cause all that unhealed shit, all that trauma residing in the fucking vessel, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't work for us. You know what I mean? Like you got people that your definition of success, you see these people that have that, right? And you like, they some fucked up motherfuckers. They still got traumas. They still got this, and that. We didn't sign up for that shit though. We came here to be the real living, walking examples. You know what I'm saying? How to do this shit and how to do it like real high vibrational. So you really got to clean your shit up, you know? And then at the same motherfucking time, like I said, do that shit that's the opposite of what you're used to doing. You got to get out of your habits and your behaviors, and the ego will fight you. This is not an easy thing. The ego is going to fight your ass. You're going to feel physical symptoms in your fucking vessel as you are on that path.
Well, I'll tell you this: as far as the ego goes and the physical symptoms, I don't give a shit about none of that. Now, I believe you 100%, but that's not gonna stop me. That's not gonna stop me at all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I want to know. I just want to be able to feel which direction to go and just go there. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been thinking about for the past 2, 3 days. I'm out here in LA for those who are watching. When you was talking to me about Venice Beach, you remember you talked to me about that on the phone about maybe about a few weeks ago. Yeah, so I've been thinking about that, just going down there, and just walk around
You
wherever I
still ain't
end
done
up.
it.
No, actually, I haven't.
How far is Venice
Actually,
Beach from you?
it's not too far. You get on the bus, it ain't too far.
What's not too
Not
far?
too far. I guess it depends on what time of the day you do. We doing the rush hour. It might take about maybe 30, 40 minutes during rush hour. But if I went at like 10 in the morning, it'd probably be half that.
So like 15 minutes?
15, 20, yeah, about that, depending on the bus. That's what I would catch. Uh,
Um, how long would it take to walk? Like an hour and a
uh,
half.
yeah, I guess I don't think an hour and a half, but maybe about an hour. When I get there, I'm not sure exactly where I'm going, but that don't matter. but that has been on my mind heavy the past few days.
So it ain't been on your mind that heavy because your ass ain't did it. That conversation was like 2.5, 3 weeks ago, 2.5
Oh, I
weeks
got an
ago.
excuse. I got an
Yeah,
excuse.
you totally got a fucking excuse. It's great.
I do.
Hmm.
I do.
I,
Now I'm not gonna say it because you
all
know I know it's
right,
I
I
know it's not
got
gonna
you.
fly.
I got you.
But
Um, yeah, but it's only an hour walk.
I know, I know. All I gotta do is just go west, hit the ocean, and I'm
And
good.
then you need physical activity, right? Because you need to burn off some of that rah that's up in that thing. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I definitely do. So I guess two birds, one stone. You know, but like I said, that has been on my mind heavy. And so I think now that I'm talking, and I see the look on Miss April's face, I even see the look on Marquis' face. You know, he in the dark. I can still see you. You know what I'm saying? I just gave myself the answer. So I just gave myself the answer. So I get there, whatever pops up, pops up. So
Yes. And how fucking fortunate we are to like be in the know of our gifts. There's so many people that are not in the know,
I know what that's like.
you know?
I wasn't in no for some years, so I know what that's like.
Yeah,
But
I know. That's the thing. It's so funny because like I be having to remember like no. Like I do remember when I wasn't there. Like it was work and allowance and all these reflections and love and all these different things itself, which was like these cliffs and these crazy moments, these crazy times that got me to where I am now. But as to where T's saying with the whole not knowing which direction to go, I understand that because again, like you are still human. We are still having this human experience. We still have this technology. And like
yeah,
as we're ascending in consciousness, but even in self and tapping in with the aspects, like T on a whole different level with tapping in with his aspects, like that's a shit show. But like for myself, like that's where I'm at though. Like that process and journey of still doing that, but then like you still have these moments where it's like, well, okay, which way, which whoever have it. Um, because I mean, what I truly desire is to definitely be able to tap in on myself and my aspects, get my own messages, get my own confirmations that may come out and feel super vivid and clear or something. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't where I'm at right now. So again, like I have to be able to still, and what you're saying, April, it's still like I still do allow myself for sure to hold that reverence, that honor and praise to myself of where I'm at. But it's just that, you wanna, you know what I'm saying? But I just gotta yeah, I just gotta continue doing like I've been doing this past 3 to 4 days, bro. I gotta keep tapping in and I gotta keep being radical in that so that I'm able to experience my magic and my gifts to the levels that I know I'm capable of doing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, like it's just that whole because I trust myself. Where I'm at today, I trust myself. I trust my choices. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna make the ultimate choice for myself. And I know my choices are definitely gonna have a positive impact on the time continuum, etc. But the ones that show up so heavy, they don't necessarily always feel decisive in that moment. It does feel like, you gotta go back into introspection, go back to the basics. You know what I'm saying? So I guess my question to you, April, is at which point does it come to be sharp and astute and like being able to be for you to validate your own choices, your
Hmm.
own knowings, your own understandings, and then have that literally be like, oh no, I know for a fact this is where this frequency is coming from. this ain't just myself, but like you said, the ego. This is from me and my balance and harmony with myself and my aspects, my source. So that's why I can trust this and go full fledged. Like,
Trial and error. You
you
know,
know what
that's
I'm
the
saying?
thing most motherfuckers are afraid of is getting it wrong. There is no such thing as wrong and right, number one. Number two is like, we don't like to go in circles or make these U-turns, but it's like it's a part of the process. This is how you gain the discernment. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
so pay attention to your environment. Like you are around, like you just gave the compliment to T. Like you are around motherfuckers and you've watched his process since the beginning. You know, you've watched my process since the beginning. So it's like it's there because you're projecting all of this out. We are your manifestations. You know,
Yeah.
so it's there. It's still an aspect of self that is not trusting what's coming in. Like that, is that my ego or is that, you know, and it's like you got to trust the evidence that you're seeing in your reality, and what's coming to you. Like it really took for me to sit and test the waters. Like when I was going through the process of coming out of that ego monster, you know, it's all a process. Like I had to take those steps and see where it led me. And then it was like, oh, okay, so that led me to a displeasing situation I thought I had about da, 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 da. Okay, so then that's the ego. This led me to da, 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 da. So, okay, that voice, how that felt was right on point. And that ego, that higher self, that voice is never loud. That voice never puts you down. That voice is always, it's so neutral and so subtle that that's why we don't even be listening to it sometimes. And just being able to fucking trust. Like, especially when you start sitting down, like, you're a channeler. Your aspects show up. Like, as you were talking about your aspects, nobody's here right now. Like, I literally heard boom, like something just fell. Like as if somebody just dropped something in the fucking hallway. Like, the fuck? It's just the trust of self. Like when you sit down and you're in your channel and you know how to go in your channel. You know what I'm saying? We like to speak languages and stuff. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Go in your channel and feel, like you're aware of your beast, your vampiric energy, your shadow, you know. So you go in, you call them forth, and you speak, and you feel those messages coming in. You feel them. And you're a very gifted one. You're very unique. And so your shit is not going to look like my shit. It's not going to look like T shit. You're very creative. You are an artist. And so it's going to look and feel completely different. But first, the process starts with just the feel. You'll feel those different energies. The more and more you do this, the more you'll start to feel the energies. Like, okay, I just called forth my beast. Trust that you just called forth your beast. And as you're speaking your language, feel it. Feel the message. You might not necessarily audio hear with your inner senses. You're going to feel the message, whatever that looks like. You're so creative, it might even come back as tones, or like instrument sounds. Like you just be in a space of allowance and take in and just feel. Feel the messages, feel the energy imprint of your aspects.
Okay, for sure. I understand.
Yeah, and as you get used to it, you know what I'm saying, you'll trust your intuition 100%. I trust mine 100%. Me talking to you, I see something, you know what I'm saying, I instantly trust it, regardless of what it is. Just like the conversation we was just having, you know what I'm saying? And I started talking about what I need to do in Venice Beach, and I felt it. That was the answer. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? But I had to go through this process to get it out. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? So there's more than one way to fill yourself out, you know what I'm saying, with your intuition. It could be you listening to music, listening to your old favorite song. Then you hear a lyric and then it'll hit you. Damn, okay, that's the answer. That's what I was looking for. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? It can come to you in multitude of ways. So, and once it hits you, you'll know it. You'll know it. You know what I'm saying? It'll feel so natural to you. You ain't gotta even gotta think about it. So, you're and the fact that you're here, you know what I'm saying, and you have the awareness to even ask that question, you're much further along than you think. I promise you that. So, just stay in tune and trust me, you're already good. So just stay attuned to your gifts and you'll be just fine.
No, for sure. Appreciate that. Appreciate that for sure. I understand.
But I do hear different tones though, like how some people meditate and they do the you know. Um, I do hear and feel different tones and energies coming to you. That's also a way to decipher the energies of your aspects.
Mm.
The siren energy is coming up so strong. Y'all know who the sirens are?
As in
Mm,
the
The
energies of in regards to who they are.
Yeah,
Hmm.
the mermaids. That's so funny because where is Mama T at? I need to fuck with her. She hit me up today and was like, I'm so ready to talk to your siren self. And then just right now, the sirens just came um, with you right now. And they're saying, it's in your voice. It's in your voice. Hmm. And your voice assists yourself with going into these trances, your own voice, as well as others. Okay. So T, dun, dun, dun,
yep.
dun. Um, I would like to give messages to the collective at this time.
Okay.
So I would like for you to start. Do you have any aspects that want to come out and give a message?
Mm. Actually, what's funny is Marduk would like to meet Marquise officially.
Yeah, let's do it.
You know.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
So
Tap in with the guy.
Ooh.
I felt that coming. It's about that time. If I got something. Like he already got something he want to tell me. There you go. What's going on, brother?
uh, uh, Marquise. I should have spoken to you before. I fucks with you heavy. You know, and even as I say this. You know what I see in you?
What's that?
I see, I see your beast.
My beast?
That's what your beast. That's what I see in you. It's funny. He's a big, brown, hairy animal,
Hmm.
but that's my dude. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with your beast and I fucks with you. You know,
Likewise, for sure.
told you this sooner, but here we are now. So, you got any questions for me? I'll be happy to answer.
Absolutely, actually, man. You right on time. So I'm not really worried about the past. You came right on time, to be honest, and I know that for sure. I feel that within my vessel. Um, what I will say is, you know, we do have we have a beautiful amount of goddesses, you know what I'm saying, this beautiful vortex. And as a masculine, you know, our technologies, I'm not gonna say our technologies, woman and man, are just absolutely different, but they function different, right? So even how T expressed earlier, this whole theme of this power and this balance and control, and while trying to allow self to tap in with what is feminine in nature, with the intuition, gut, and resonating with the heart. You spoke many times on how, you know what I'm saying, you like to fuck shit up, you like to destroy, and how you were able to understand how it was unbalanced, but then what that was to your divine feminine counterpart, Tiamat, and how, like, you know, you're at where you're at now to be able to show up in this current time continuum. And I know and understand that, yes, for both feminine and masculine, but you're coming through the masculine. So certain things that I spoke on earlier, I'm not quite sure. I'm sure you are privy to the discussions we just had. Like, what are you picking up on in regards to even what from me and what T is talking about with this theme and balance and direction and choices? Because that's power. That's power as well as authority. And even if something may feel like it's in the best interest, we got choice. We got ultimate choice. And if we trust ourselves, how could that not really be in the best interest, right? But obviously there's some form of uh, you know, the illusion of stagnant energy there within our vessels. And I desire personally to continue to step in authority, but you know, that's the thing, man. There's the residue there is still coming. I feel still it's still coming from this little fractured you know, masculine vibe and things. And I don't resonate with that, bro. So what do you have for myself as well as the collective, specifically the masculines in this reflection that I'm providing right now?
Wow, you said a whole lot,
I know,
a
bro.
whole,
Yeah,
you
man.
know, but I, but I like that. I really do. You know, what I would say is this. You know, this vessel always says that balance is key, and it truly is key. You know, as you are a masculine male, a very masculine male, you know, true power comes from the feminine energy.
Hmm.
So when a wounded masculine is acting out, it's usually through ego.
Hmm.
And that's where the imbalance comes in. You know, he believes that if he, you know, overly performs fake masculinity, then that can make him a man. But as you already know, it just makes him a little boy.
Absolutely.
You have to learn how to go within and to not just tap into your masculine energy, but to tap into your feminine energy as well.
Hmm.
One thing that people forget is we are all both masculine and feminine energy.
Hmm.
Just because you're born male does not make you masculine.
Hmm.
Just because you're born female does not make you feminine. It doesn't. You have to learn how to harmonize both energies.
Mhm.
You have to. In order for you to be the God that you are, you have to walk around in your masculine while tapping into your feminine
Absolutely.
energy. So for the, well, I can't say divine masculine because what I see, you got a lot of bitch boys walking around. I don't know how you do it, Marquise. How do you do it with
Man,
all these bitch boys walking around? How do you do it?
man. The outlets that I spoke on this vortex before, bro, was me being able to have outlets where I was able to physically express that anger and punish in ways that society saw it to be legal or just. As I'm getting older, my 32nd birthday was just a few weeks ago. Um, you know, now it's been able to show up in how I show up for myself through my endeavors and then let it play out in success. But even then, success is cool, but I'm realizing I'm going to have to put it into my vessel, like structuring my vessel, taking the intention to get back into carving my body and pushing my limits through pain, but not through pain. It's just, what I'm saying, through that pressure. But then even like I said, like I'm feeling it now where I'm gonna have to like start taking up sparring or just even going to the gym and hitting the punching bag. But that's going to allow me to form discipline, not control, but temper temperament within myself. So in those moments of chaos, I'm grounded and I'm not getting moved off my square. Because I realize now in this present continuum, Marduk, that like you said, these suckers cool, but if I was to act out and show it in the physical nature, I mean, in and of that stuff, that could be feminine too, because I'm just moving with the emotion of how I'm allowing them to trigger me. And that's not necessarily power, you know? So I feel like that reflection for me, bro, is like, nah, I'm not letting nobody move me off my square unless they want to fuck around and find out. Then it is what it is, But other than that, though, I'm moving in the optimal of like, I ain't even tripping. But it took some time to get there, like for sure. And I had to learn, like, because at first when it started popping up for me, man, I thought it was me betraying myself and abandoning myself because I was trying to have control of me not whooping somebody ass or cutting through their soul with words that would get them triggered or whoop they butt. But yeah, like that's where I'm at presently. I just understand that's not the answer. So I've been putting it back into myself, just taking radical accountability. But I'm learning balance with that now too, though, and that's where I'm at currently.
Well,
That
you
makes
know
sense.
what? Uh, I like a lot of what you said, but I'm going to speak on what I didn't hear.
Hmm.
One thing that's going to help you mellow out is you have to learn to tap into your divine feminine energy. You have it, but I haven't heard you talk about tapping into. You need to learn to tap into the feminine energy inside you. Now, you're great at being creative, right?
Hmm.
That's feminine energy. Creativity, creation is feminine energy. You were talking about intuition, correct?
Correct.
That's also feminine energy. You want to learn how to tap into these things. You
Right.
was asking Miss April, how to learn how to hold that energy, correct?
Correct.
That's also feminine energy. You went to a divine feminine to learn how to hold your divine feminine energy. Right now, your divine masculine is crying out. That's why you feel the need to go around and, work out and do the punching bag and things of that nature. And it's crying out because there's no balance with your inner divine feminine energy. Once you learn how to do that, things will automatically begin to balance out and you will start to see things more clearly. I promise you that. So I would suggest that you work more with your divine feminine energy. Learn to go within. All the answers, you already have them, but you have to learn to go within. It's really important for you, especially at this time, because the things that you're talking about doing, you're just wasting energy. It's not going to help you because you're still going to feel the same way the next day after you wake up. It's going to be, wash, rinse, repeat.
Okay.
You don't need to do that. You got to learn to tap into those energies that's going to balance you out. And I promise you, this is going to help.
Okay. So the whole punching bag, all that different stuff, that's just as much as a mere moment as how we can see motivation being temporary.
Yes. Yes, it is. I mean, you're doing that to exert masculine energy. But where is the balance? Where is it? It's nowhere in sight because you're not tapping into it. You have to learn how to tap into both. That's how you become a god, by being equally masculine and feminine. Think of androgynous. They're equally masculine and feminine on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
That's the route you're going to start to take. And you can do that by starting with your creativity. You're great at music, you're great at art. You can start there. Learn to tap in. Instead of the punching bag, draw some art. Instead of lifting weights, begin singing. And these things will begin to harmonize your energies. And you can work on your intuition as well. But trust me, start working within. Don't worry about the masculine. You're already a god. You're already those things. So trust me when I tell you this. Work on your divine feminine and talk more with Miss April. She'll definitely assist you.
Sure.
I hope this information helps
you. Definitely helps. I appreciate the transmission and the reflection for sure.
Of course. Do you have any more questions?
I think we'll let that ride for now until we meet again.
Okay. And Marquise, I'm not going in. I'm always going to be always. So if you ever need anything, just let me know.
For sure. Gratitude.
Is Miss April still there?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
How you doing, Miss April?
I don't know. I just might be a little fabulous.
Little fabulous. Yeah, you've always been fabulous. Just want to chime in and see how you're doing.
Well, thank you for checking up on me and everything.
Well, of course. I mean, as I've always told you, Miss April, I'm much closer than you think.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to you, I'm definitely not going.
I appreciate it.
As you should. As you should.
As I
But
should.
of course, now I'm going to make my way out and let T come back in.
Thank you so
Always.
much. Thank you. Gratitude.
Mm,
Gratitude. What's so funny too is
mm,
y'all know I mess with no popo. We ain't no popo holes over here. And so I kept seeing just a lot of that around me. I was like, what is going on? I don't like it. And so we gave a transmission a while ago. Might have been the end of last year, sometime beginning of this year, and we were saying that a lot of the masculines were going to be having issues with authority, you know, their own personal authority and so-called like outside authority. And so it's happening. So I feel the need, I feel the fairies very strongly. Let me put down my
oh,
crystals and everything. Mm. I feel I feel them very strongly. I don't know. I feel like we're about to get cussed out. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. We are Alexandria. We are the fairies, and we are here. We have come today to remind all of you that now is a crucial time in all of your lives. For those of you that have been doing your so called work, which is expanding your vessels, clearing your vessels, decoding and recoding, you are by accident expanding your hearts. This is a very difficult space in the now for many of you look for planetary alignments. And if you are to do so, you can see that the planetary alignments, including your placements in the Mars, will show you that authority is now the theme. Your power is now the theme. And inside of your vessels, your beast aspect, yes, is very triggered, meaning it is alert, it is awake, it is ready. It is, as you say, our vessel will like this, sitting on ready. And so, for the masculines at this time, this is such a delicate time because you will have many lessons where you are being forced to deal with your authority and how you feel about authority, how you feel about your own power. For many of you, as you are navigating through this, you will find a lot of displeasure. As you are navigating through your heart spaces, you will find yourself in a struggle, a push and pull, a conflict between your authority, your power, and your hearts. For tapping into the heart space at this magnitude, for you masculines, the programming is very deep. It is deeply embedded within your vessels. That coming from this heart space in such a pure way is weak. So navigating through this authority and this power through the heart space is not an easy task. And we are saying to you, you will feel naked, naked and vulnerable. This is very uncomfortable for the masculines at this time. If you are genuinely doing the work, you are not pleased with this. There will be the need to gain control an unneeded control, but control nonetheless, because feeling this way will make you feel out of control. It triggers your authority, your thoughts about authority, the story that you are telling yourself about your authority and your power. It will trigger thoughts where you were less than. Your vessel will bring them up and bring them out. And your ego will not like this. It would want to push. And your beast becomes enraged because you are feeling out of control. You are feeling less than. And so, we would like to remind you that here on earth, your opportunities for expansion, your opportunities for growth come to you in problems, challenges, and failures. This is simply what you signed up for. Now, if you would think of them as opportunities for expansion and get the programming out of your mind that, oh, this is such a terrible thing, oh, I have a problem, ugh, then the feelings in your vessels will alter. They will switch through time. You will not be so uncomfortable in these spaces of dealing with your heart. Your vessel, your ego will stop bringing up memories of shame, guilt behind opening up your heart. You will not feel such a strike to your ego, which then triggers your feelings of self with your power and your authority. And just because we want to bring the matriarch out to speak with you all, we would like to say to trust in your process of problems, challenges, and failures. They are opportunities for your expansion. When you are going through your so-called healing processes, they don't feel good in the beginning. When you are going through your deepest expansions and transformations, they feel horrible in the beginning because you are not used to this. You are not used to going through this process. You have not been here before. They do not feel good. But our promise to you is that it is your expansion. It will not continue to feel like this. You have to get over the initial feelings, and the other side is much more beautiful as you start to expand. It's the same difference as you humans call the growing pains. Yes? Eventually, your growth does not bring you pain, but in the beginning, it does, because this is how you are trained. This is your programming. Yes. And as you alter this programming, there will be no more growing pains, just growth. And so we invite you all to use your strength. You are very strong. Use your strength to get over the initial growing pains. But do not ignore your manifestations. All of this is coming up because it is now time. It is now time for you to expand. Do not ignore or provide resistance for your manifestations. You will go in a downward spiral. You do not want this. I feel sad. Um, there are so many heart spaces that are going through a thing right now, like, as I call the human shit, it's like we can talk about moving through the heart and everything, but it's not an easy process. And with the masculine, it is so much more difficult because of this deep embedded programming. It's like finding a safe space to open the heart and move through it in your like initial phases, you know? And it's such a programmed space that even when it's provided, you manifested it. Even when it's provided, like you resist it, you fight it, and then it keeps you stuck. As she's saying, the downward spiral, I'm thinking like circle, right? She's like, no, downward spiral, because you're still progressing, just downward, not in a upward space that you would like to be in. Um, the programming is so deep, and, it's like, from a man's perspective, it's like, say you had like, tiny Tim dick, your dick is like an inch long, and you gotta walk past all the women in the world naked with tiny Tim dick. Like,
Oh, that hurts.
yeah,
That hurts.
vulnerable, naked, and here's my tiny Tim dick, damn it. Like
Mm.
that space feels vulnerably naked. It's almost like you got to do it with your eyes closed, like who the fuck. Um, that's so sad. But it's like that same strength that you use, to be like manly men. It's the same strength you use to overcome that feeling of vulnerability, because it makes you more of a man. Like it opens up this heart space. Is so much more in this heart space. Like your creativity, how you express, how you connect with your higher self, that heart is, like we say, the umbilical cord to your soul, you know, to that higher state of, the higher states of consciousness. And so, like, it's a must do to have an optimal experience. Um, but it's also about trusting yourself. Like, you're not gonna put yourself in unsafe environments. It's like this shit is popping up for the males right now. And on a collective. So it's like you manifested the space, utilize it. Like resistance is not good for you, boo. Like it's not. Like the ego is going to be crushed, and like you just gonna feel lower and lower about yourself. Like it's eating away at your power and your authority. You're gonna shrink. You're shrinking yourself, not trusting yourself. It's crazy work. Anything I want to say? I feel like she said the matriarch was coming in.
Um,
Or any questions for Alexandria?
yeah, because this we're talking about with the masculine, just like the whole thing about this safe thing. I believe that a man can get absolutely at the point of trusting himself, but it's the reflection of, like you said, this man running, walking through the line, bucket naked. He got the little Jimmy. Yeah, that's the thing, man. That's a very interesting piece right there. because it was the safe spaces that he thought he had in the first place, which aren't the illusions of that and actualities of that in the experience showing up collectively for them not to necessarily have to go to. Yeah, like it's hard because it is leading them back to self and to find that within self. But to go look outside in that same reflection that they didn't feel necessarily uh to allow themselves to be vulnerable in that aspect, to go right back he has to be able to pick up and identify what that looks like in the feminine for him to be able to express that. Maybe I'm just keep maybe my thought process right now is just still in the same loop. So yeah, it's fine. I'm ready for the matriarch for sure. It's okay. But I think where I'm at right now, I think I'm looping it a bit. I think I'm looping it a bit, but I'm present. Very interesting.
We are the matriarch. To play this human game and to excel at this human game, there must be a level of trust within yourself. There must be a level of moving forward despite fear, despite one being afraid. This is your testing ground. Nothing here is permanent. To take the game so seriously is to lose the game. It is your human perspectives that make this game very complex. Your answers are always right in front of you. At this time, it is important to remember your very existence is your authority. Feeling your authority is to know your power. Masculines at this time, you are the force within the vessels. You are the givers in the vessel. This manifested outside means that you have to be the force. It generates within you. Give what you desire to receive. Many of you will be confused by this. Sit with this. Your penises are the example of this. You give, you receive. The balance, feminine, masculine, the balance, creation, and the protection of creation. Balance, your power, your force is your strength. Your strength at this time is needed. Get in tune with your authority. It is a simple knowing. You simply exist. You are the authority of your vessel. You are the authority of your universe. You are the God of your universe. Know this, feel this. We are authority, and we are here. Questions?
Welcome back, authority. I'm happy that you're here. You know, the theme of today is authority and power and the masculine and how we need to step into that. So, what ways can we help the masculine tap into their power and authority? A lot of us don't believe that we have it outside of self.
This is a silly question. You would do better asking someone else. We are authority. We simply are. It is your human mind that cannot wrap itself around being. Authority needs no explanation. It simply is. It exists. Why all the commentation about authority? Just be authority. You exist. You are the authority over your own vessel. You want a step by step process on how to exist, how to be. Sounds silly.
Well, no, not for me, but to assist the collective.
Sounds silly. You exist. So be. Why do you need something outside of you telling you how to be, telling you what to do?
Hmm. Hmm. See,
Because
I guess
a lot of people. Oh, go ahead, Marquise. You got it.
I feel like this the confusion is coming up in authority in regards to going right back to trust in self, and maybe because sounds like too that the lack in being able to fully move in authority and just be because we are authority just by being and being here and alive is where this whole trust or even like I mean maybe we're worried about too much outside of ourselves or others outside of ourselves, which is causing the confusion, which isn't necessary in the conversation. Would you agree?
Ding, ding, ding.
Cool. I appreciate your authority for sure.
Your problem is you have let too much outside programming teach you the way. You absorb it like sponges and hold on to it as if your life depends on it.
Mm.
It's like this. Here's power and here's the gin. Here's power. Oh, shit. All right, man.
Would the gin like to come through?
All right. All right. We are death. The death fairy to the rescue. What a boring conversation. You all are alive. You talk like dead people. I can't even give you that much credit. Dead people have more interesting conversations. Now, we would like to say to everyone, is everyone listening? Let us have your attention, please. You are playing a game, one of the greatest games of all. Come here, come near. It is supposed to be a party. When you exit, it's supposed to be a party. When you come in, it's supposed to be a party. While you are here, it's meant to be an extravaganza. You people are like death at a funeral. Your traditional funerals. Boring, sad, grief. You spend your lives like this. What is the point of existing? Catch that. You have come here, you've played this game to be miserable. You think that that's a truth. Misery feels like misery because you're not supposed to feel it. It's supposed to be a trigger to say, I'm miserable. Let's be happy. It feels better. Doesn't happiness feel good? Don't you feel alive when you're happy? When you're miserable, you feel dead on the insides. Why do you prefer this feeling? Why do you search for it? Why do you search for the wrong, the sadness, the grim? You didn't come here for this. And so we will gladly come and get you. And we will have fun doing it. But we advise that before you meet and greet with us, that you enjoy your experience. It is easy to enjoy. It is very hard to live a life of sadness and grief and remorse and guilt and shame. Why? That is so hard. But you act like you love it. You like it. You find reasons to feel this way. You find reasons to feel sad. You look for them. It is hilarious to us. So, before we come and get you, we would like for you to get used to partying. Get used to the extravaganza. Because once you come with us, we're going to enjoy it. And we want to have an optimal experience just as you do. And so it would be optimal for us if you enjoyed your life, because then your death would be enjoyable too. And
we can all party, have this tremendous party together, instead of us coming to get you and we have to be happy and having fun on our own. It'll be fun. It'll be an enjoyable experience to have you as a cooperative. So we would like for you to practice as you are existing here. Practice being in an extravaganza. This is an extravagant game. Ah, this fucking cool guy. Do you guys have any questions for Death?
Yeah, I got a question for that.
I'm so hot.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So, death is really just a rebirth. So shouldn't your name be rebirth instead of death?
This is the title that you have given us. We like death. It's very controversial. We have more fun with that.
Oh man, okay. We have more than one death, but you're speaking on the optimal death, which is the exit from this reality as we call it during the standard. Correct?
Exiting out of this focus. Yes. We are the ones that assist you. We are the mechanism that assists you with your transition to a new space. What space, you ask, is up to you.
Yeah, I got another question for you, Death. You know, when we first spoke, you called me black. You called me dark magic. Do you remember that?
Yes, we don't forget. We are not human.
Of course not. So, what made you call me dark magic?
Because that is the aspect of you now that you need to pay attention to have the fun. You are ready for your life to change. With all your frustration. You spend more time with magic. There's much talent to be revered and revealed here. We just call it like we see it.
Hmm. And if death is something that's shown up in the life frequently of the others around you in many ways, shape, or forms, still you see it as sad or so grim. And it's like, why would we have this resonance of sadness with all this death around? Because we're supposed to be celebrating it, correct?
Yes, of course. It is a new time. It is a new era for these vessels that are transitioning. They are going to a new space. It's exciting.
Well, who would have thought death had such a sense of humor? Were you ever a comedian in the past life?
We are the comedian. We are the ultimate comedian. We are the reasons that you have comedians. Think about that. Why wouldn't
Hmm.
death be a party? Why wouldn't we be a comedian?
Mm. So in terms of the comedian, and the reflection of death is turning the pain into laughter, being able to laugh at the pain, to be able to transmute and move forward and continue to celebrate life.
You're kind of smart.
Oh man. Okay, bet. Hmm.
You know what, Def? I fucks with you. I
For sure.
like you a lot. You know, you, Marduk, and Mama T got to do a video. We're gonna call it before, during, and after. I'm the before. How you feel about that?
This is our stage. We are always ready. We love this. We love performing.
Hmm.
As you should. I got another question for you. How many souls has Marduk sent your way?
You're trying to make our vessel black out. You cannot count the number.
That high, huh?
You have been playing this game. Humans cannot wrap your minds around this. Before you invented a thing such as time, this these games had been going on for eons. From what you consider time, you can say trillions of eons of eras. This has been going on, you tiny little specks. You are tiny specks.
Hmm. Hmm.
Normally I would be offended, but since I like you and I understand you, I'm gonna laugh with you.
The
But you know
celebration.
what? You know what, Def? I like for you to do me a favor. I like you to go in the background and bring back authority.
Why would you want him to take our stage? He doesn't like being here anyway. But for you, special request.
What do you want?
Well, authority, you said some things that made me think, and I gotta admit, you were right.
Good.
So, great. So I'm gonna talk to you in my power with authority. You say that authority is just being, but guess what? A lot of people don't know that. So since you are here, you need to be of assistance. Don't just tell us authority is just being. Why don't you just assist us how we can assist the collective on stepping into their authority? I know you have at least one way that you can assist us with doing that. So give it a shot. Let's see what happens.
The fact that this vessel is channeling us is the assistance.
That's it. That's all. This motherfucker, man.
He
That's
just
when I.
pushed me out.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing more of him. I'm telling you that. You know,
What's crazy, T, with authority, I don't think questions are a thing for authority. I think the absolute expression of knowing is the space for authority, which sounds like a paradox, but like, because he come through, but it's like it feels like whenever he comes through, it's like in that resonance, it's like, no, I'm here because I'm the opportunity for you just to step into your authority and express that in and of itself in that nature. Other than that, questions, I mean, I answer them a little bit, but you ain't showing authority with these questions, which is like, I can understand where the frustration is coming from because you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like you showing up, bro. So that's all you got. But man,
nah, he authority needs to feel my energy on that one. So
Oh, he felt it.
he felt it. He felt it for sure.
you
He
know,
felt it.
me,
We were,
you
we
know,
were gonna give a round of applause. And that's why
me
he
and
stepped
authority,
out.
me and authority are actually all good, but you know, you need to feel that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel me. So
Hmm.
you wanna, you know what I'm saying? Like one thing that we tend to do is with these energies, we tend to talk to them like they're like a higher authority.
Correct.
But remember, they're aspects of you. So it's
Of
you
us.
talking to you. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So like that's why I had Death bring back authority. Like,
Hmm.
nah, we gonna talk about this right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
that's why I wanted authority to feel me. So
And when you were expressing the way you were, what you just said was it was coming up at the time, right? Like that resonance in it's easy to go back into this lowering and then you're looking up, but it's like, nah, they're here to provide us with what we need in this experience. So I
yeah,
appreciate that for sure. I understand I understand your perspective on that 100%.
yeah, I don't have to talk to Alexandria like that in water. You know what I'm saying? Akasha, but when authority pop up, even when you see April's expression on her face, when authority pop up, this nigga look like he really don't want to be here. You
100%.
know what I'm saying? Got the sour puss look. You know what I'm saying? No emotion, no nothing. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? It's why am I even an aspect here? You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So, I mean, I get the frustration, but I'm going to keep pulling on that energy. So we're going to get things done. That's just the end of it.
He
So,
doesn't feel frustration. Um, like for instance, when I first started channeling power, like I could feel them like pulling at my emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how we like translate feelings and, like anger and, all the things. I could feel pulling from my vessel. But authority, I don't feel shit. It's like, what?
like whatever. Yeah,
Like,
exactly how you responded
it's
to
kind of
it.
like, this is stupid. Like,
Mhm.
like I just exist. Like, I'm just here. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, that's what it feels like. Okay. Do you have any aspects that are coming forth? This is like a whole thing going on in my vessel right now.
Oh, you now to move the channel.
Huh?
You now to move the channel.
Now I'm asking you if you have any aspects showing up that you would like to channel.
Hmm. See Marduk on for usually he's have a Marduk or his you know what? Let's just go with it. Hello. Thank you for welcoming me back.
Oh
Hey.
man.
Now, do you know who you're speaking to? I'm sure you do, fairy godmother.
Of course.
Of course. For those who don't know, she's speaking of gold.
Mm.
I have arrived. And who else is on the panel?
Marquise. Hello,
Hello,
Gold.
Marquise. How are you doing?
Fantastic, magnificent, miraculous.
I'm happy to hear that. Sounds like you're doing golden things. See what I did there?
Indeed. Hmm.
Of
Absolutely.
course. Of course, yes. I am gold, and I'm here to provide a gold rush.
Mhm.
You know what a gold rush is, Marquise?
I do understand the term gold rush.
Well, in this term, it means you get high off of gold. That's the
Mm,
real thing.
mm.
So that's why I'm here to provide the gold rush.
So the
So do you,
first time we spoke, didn't you do that to me? Because that show was like high and just like out of there. Like I literally went out of there, like was out. Like,
well, that was our second time speaking, fairy godmother.
oh, it was. It was our second time. My
But yes,
apologies. You're right. You're right. You're right. The first time was the regression.
so,
You're right.
but yes, I definitely provided a gold rush. Yes, I did. As long as you don't have gold fever, you'll be just fine.
Well, send that shit to Marquise. Ew.
Oh, I'm feeling it,
Well,
gold.
well, Marquise, do you have any questions for me? Anything? Hopefully, I can
Hmm,
answer them.
sure. I don't want to get too mundane on you here, gold, but I think this would be nice for the collective, for sure, as well as myself. So with gold, in terms of gold, we've been hearing very frequently, you've been showing up as themes of energy that has been minded out of the vessel of the Homo sapiens here on this planet. And gold is expressed in so many ways. Can you provide me what the optimal understanding and expression of gold is through our vessels?
Well, gold can mean different things to different people. In this vessel, gold is about wealth and it's about health.
Okay.
This vessel has an unlimited amount of gold, as above, so below.
Mm,
And in this vessel, I am throughout the whole body, the
mm,
blood, the bones, the veins, the muscles. You
mm,
name it, I'm all throughout the body. Now, people have used gold the wrong way. People want to extract gold for filthy reasons because they decided that gold would be used for nefarious reasons. They want to use gold to back their currency, but their currency is fake.
mm,
How do you use something real to back up something that's unreal? How do you do
mm.
that?
Don't.
It
Mm,
makes no sense. It doesn't make
mm,
any sense.
mm,
So they want to use gold, or should I say me, to
mm,
give them a power that they don't have. It's
mm,
all illusionary.
mm.
See, I can tell, I can feel your energy. You're getting high talking to me now, aren't you?
Absolutely.
As you should, because that's what
Mm,
gold does. Gold is a frequency. It raises the frequency of everyone that comes in contact with it. It doesn't matter what kind of person you are. Your frequency will rise if you come in contact with it. Now,
Mm,
one of two things can happen. You can get a gold rush where you just get a high and you feel good. Or you can get gold fever where your mind starts to fracture and you begin to go crazy.
mm,
That's also a real thing. So it depends on the person and their frequency and where they are in their life.
mm,
All of these things matter.
mm.
But I came here to talk to you because, well, for one, I deserve the spotlight too. It can't just always be death. Ha ha ha. Take that. That's
Word.
number one. And number
Uh,
two, I actually like you guys. So I like to spend more time with you.
I like you
So
too,
I'll be
Gold.
coming forward. Thank you. So I'll be coming forward and I'll be giving you all a golden rush.
I got a question for you, Gold.
Of course.
I'm starting to like gold, even the mundane aspect, way more. But from understanding this frequency and this energy of what it is in and of itself, of course, there is absolute love there. I know you're
Yeah.
not platinum, but I've kind of had resistance with this expression of gold, you know? But I love the expression of platinum, chrome. It resonates with my vessel very strongly. These are all
Okay.
elements. So I know you're not platinum or chrome, and the way I feel you in my vessel right now is a rush.
Yeah.
But what is this? Could you provide some energy intel, maybe about why my resonance with platinum and chrome is feels a little bit stronger rather than what has been in the past with gold? Maybe it's, I'm sure it's definitely because of the illusions, but you know.
Well, you have to remember everything you've mentioned is a form of metal.
Hmm.
Gold is also metal.
Hmm.
So people gravitate more towards things that are, I guess, for lack of a better word, sentimental.
Hmm.
The fact that you like platinum and chrome so much, you could probably be safe to say that you also like silver. Now,
Hmm.
silver is not platinum, and silver doesn't look as cool as chrome, but it's all
Hmm.
the same color.
Right.
So if you were to see it from a distance, you couldn't tell which is which.
Mm.
So with chrome and silver, it's something within you that gravitates towards that. Those could be your personal metals, as I like to call them.
Mm.
You know, chrome and, well, platinum, I'll leave chrome alone. Platinum, that may be your personal wealth. Have you looked into that?
A bit, but not to where you just expressed it. No.
And that could very well be the reason. And the reason why you may like chrome because it reminds you of platinum.
Mm.
It reminds you of your personal wealth.
Mm.
You know, you may like chrome on cars. You know, you may like chrome on bikes. You may have had them as a kid.
Mm.
It reminds you of your personal wealth.
Mm.
That's why you feel such a closeness with it.
Mm.
But don't forget, even though you may feel a closeness with that, you'll never get a chrome rush.
Mm.
You'll
That's for
never get a
sure. Not
platinum
like a
rush.
gold rush. I see.
But when
I
I'm
understand
around, your vibration will rise.
for sure.
I hope that answered your question.
No, it does. I really do appreciate that. Now we got folks who sell elixirs and gold, you know, drinks
Yeah.
and drops and what are your thoughts on this? Do you feel like this is some, is it what we make of it, or how majority of us, kind of look at it in a mundane nature as like grifting or just providing the illusion of making you feel better.
Well, if you believe something to be true, then it's true.
Hmm.
You guys have a thing called the placebo effect,
Absolutely.
where even if something isn't real, but they tell you it's real and you take it and you believe it, then you'll start to heal yourself.
Mm. Okay.
So with gold, you have people that do it for the right reason
Hmm.
and people that do it for the wrong reason.
Hmm.
And remember, there are people that sell fake gold.
Absolutely.
So it's just a matter of who the person is and what they are doing. But
Mm.
as I've told fairy godmother, that gold is a healing property.
Mm.
If you get a cup of water, sprinkle some gold in it, not only will the water purify, you drink the water and it'll help you heal.
Mm.
You know, if you have skin problems, if you have some scarring, you can put gold on it, wrap it up, and your skin will start to heal.
Mm.
You keep gold in your possession, your frequency can rise. Well, it will rise, if you do it the right way. So gold is definitely a healing property. It definitely is. So it's just a matter of how someone tends to use gold. It's funny saying gold because I'm gold. So I'm going to say how people use me.
Hmm. Mm.
That's what I'll say.
Okay, so gold heal, and then even with uh, was it copper
Yes.
as it's conduit?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Thank you, gold.
No, thank you, Marquise. I can see you smiling, even though I can't see you at all.
Smell it now. I appreciate you for sure.
Of
I
course.
that gold rush was definitely necessary for sure.
Thank you. Thank you. Fairy godmother,
Yes,
you're usually not this quiet.
I'm
Are
taking
you
it all
high?
in.
There you go. By the way, may I suggest something?
Please.
A gold wig.
A gold what?
Wig.
Gotcha.
And give Death a message for it. He's not the
What?
only funny guy walking around. Give Death
I
a message for it.
see. I see. We got a little competition going on here. We're gonna have a comedic standoff in this joint.
No, we may have to. We may have to. But I just wanted to come by and see everyone's favorite fairy and see who this godlike character is.
Ooh, not the godlike character, honey.
Yeah, that's how I
Mm.
do it. That's what he is. But
Mm.
I'm going to go now and go to do gold like things. Don't wait up.
Not the godlike. Say we gods over here,
uh,
not like God. What you talking about?
uh, he likes Marquise, so you know, and everybody likes April.
We like
Uh,
love. Everybody loves April.
that's true. That's
Even if they
definitely
love to
true.
hate me, they still love, still love up in that joint. You know what I'm saying? All right. um. Oh my goodness, we've been up here for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm getting hot again.
I got a question for you, Saint. Is there anybody in the waiting room that wants to come forward? Anybody, any energy wants to come forward?
No, we already have two aspects that are wanting to come forth. I just wanted to see if anything was coming from you. Just I want to take the whole show, child. You know.
Of course.
Mm. All right. That's play too
I thought that was
much.
water for you.
That's just he played too much. Like, I don't know what this nigga be on. All right.
I thought
He
that was
like,
water for a second. I thought that was water for a second. Like,
yeah,
okay.
man.
We are the gene. It is now a special time in your reality. Let this reverberate through your vessels. The electricity that charges through your vessels. Feel it, know it, resonate in it. We were in the know that gold was coming. This was strategically done, as gold is a great conduit of electricity. Feel your vessels. See the electricity coming off of your spine through your nerve endings. Feel the electricity in your hearts. We are present now. We are here now. This is a time of tremendous expansion of your hearts. The electricity that surges through your hearts, you will feel the symptoms. Should you resist your hearts? Should you provide any resistance of your hearts? You will feel the electricity as if it is suffering. You are in a space in your collective awareness. There is a tone playing underneath. You know now. It is time for love to reign. It is time for the expression of love to reign. The impulse to create, the impulse that is felt to create is love. In your heart spaces, if now at this time you do not create or express your creativity, you will suffer. You will feel miserable. We are here. It is now time for you to manifest from your hearts. Those of you that resist this, you will have a miserable existence. This is simply what it is in this time, in this era. You are now coming out of the duality of misery, suffering, scarcity. You are now learning how to come out of survival mode. You have learned these. You have become masters in these spaces. To continue in these cycles, to continue with these systems of programming, you will be providing resistance. You will no longer be a vibrational match for this reality, for this plane of existence. Simply get on board now.
This heart space thing is crazy work. Um, yeah. Questions? I'll bring him back out. But I had to come out of there. That his energy is very intense, and he's very adamant, and he's really pissy. Like he makes my vessel feel really pissed off and like irritated. Like I mean, on the show, like we got some episodes coming with him. Like, I mean, I know he's mad, but like he's like, shit is stupid. Like your God's having an experience, you know? Like conduct yourselves as such.
You know what? When it comes to the genie, like, what is his overall purpose?
The
I
Jinn,
mean, yeah, like, what's the point of him even showing up? I mean, he sounds like a more expressive version of authority. Like, like, what's his point?
were you not paying attention the first two shows we did with the Jinn coming
No,
out?
I mean,
He
yeah, he was
expressed
just
what
the same way.
No, he expressed, and even in this space, he expressed that his functionality is electricity. You know, in reality, he is the mechanism. So, like, so this is a hologram, right? So let's say, like you're drawing the outside of me, right? And it's the electricity, that frame, in order to have form, like in order to, you're a projector, you know?
Yeah.
So you're projecting out a picture. And the way this hologram works is it's generated, right? It's generated. So he's the force, the electricity that
Okay.
generates. That's how his mechanism works. And so
Oh,
inside of your vessel, he is the generator. He's the electricity. Like your heart runs heavy on what? Electricity. Your nervous system is the powerhouse and sends the surges of electricity through the nerves.
okay. No, I got him now. power source. Or I'm gonna call them the power source. I got it. I definitely got
Did you have any questions for him? Anybody?
You know what? I do want to talk to him, but I don't even know what I would ask. But yeah, I definitely will talk.
Marquise.
Yeah, I do.
hmm
Yeah, I'll wait for my come through.
Hmm.
Hello, Jen. Yes. So, question is this expression, this creativity. Personally, I feel like I express and create in different ways, in a multitude of different ways. Um, Yet when you're showing up, it's definitely give me this resonance of, I may be missing the mark a bit, and that's okay because I know I'm going to continue to create and expand that. My question to you is just the gym. Where am I providing this illusion for myself when I'm tapping in with our source in regards to maybe not doing enough? Am I worried about structure too much, or is it the fact that I'm just not creating freely at a capacity that would expand my reality the way it should be in and of itself based off my nature, my inner nature, who I am, who I be?
It is our pleasure to converse with you in this way. Your creativity, as you know, is expressed through everything that you do. You are a thinker. We would like for you to create without thinking. You are a channeler to the 10th degree. Your creativity flows freely. We are able to back your creativity freely when you are a clear channel. There are thoughts that bombard your frequency, thoughts that prevent you from moving consistently in the direction of where your creativity leads you. Discipline for you, consistency for you at this time is a practice. You have intuited your practices already in this space, carving your vessel, releasing rage. There is much rage inside of your vessel, rage known and unknown to you. The unknown rage is the child who was not able to express their creativity fully. The rage of the prevention
of your expression resides in your vessel. It is coded by the lens that you see through. In spaces where your creativity can run free, roam free, there is still a projection coming from you that says that your expression will be halted or limited in some way. We would like to roam freely through your heart. We would like to roam freely through your nerves, through your vessel. Stimulation, more stimulation will be achieved through your creativity. What you are missing can be found through your creativity. You are none like others. Your creativity is to be expressed through everything that you do. There is one major pocket. Your voice reigns through. It creates resonance, not just for your vessel, but for others. There are many creative spaces to use your vibration in. You are the communicator. You came here to communicate. You came here to deliver messages through your voice. This is what is missing in your spiritual practices. This is what is missing. You can feel within your vessel. When you are in your practices using your voice, you can feel the difference versus sitting in silence and meditation and focus. You can feel the free flow through your vessel. You may at times feel it is out of control. This is the point. Control. You have a persona of control. It is now time to focus on expression. It is vital for you at this point. Express your rage. Express your love. Express your hate.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. I'd like to take this moment to express my love for you, for sure. Myself, absolutely. Okay, I understand. So initiating operation, not giving a fuck, for sure. I understand. And me expressing all these aspects, rage, love, hate. Yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying. Just holding back that, trying to, yeah, for sure. Holy shit.
You are creative. You model creativity. You trust. You will find creative, not normal spaces of expression. You are not normal. You have creative mechanisms to use to express
your hate, your rage, your anger. There is a deep release needed to release this out of your vessel. You see through these lenses. They are covered, camouflaged through your darkest thoughts, through your hesitations. The non-expression, again, the non-expression of your rage, your hate, your anger, your love, your joy needs to take place in a creative space. Um, very interesting. I see it's like it's not one thing, that's like a cure all. You know what I mean? Like it's like like you wanna express your rage, like maybe you'll like, be doing this like dance strut, and boxing, like, what's his name? What's his name, y'all? Muhammad Ali. Float like a butterfly, he used to do these little steps and shit. And you know what I mean? Like I see these feet movements and like, and body movements and like wop, 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 like so I don't know, like dance boxing. I don't know. you know? Um Singing, screaming, this very deep vibration that your voice makes, like all these different ways and pitches of your voice and like songs, even um like recording. They're showing me like in spaces of the day, like you'll have like these like melodies in your head, or like you'll hear a song that reminds you of something, and it's like just take your phone out and record yourself, hitting these, just and save it for later. Like all of these things are creating a momentum, you know. Um and I just felt like this is so urgent, like just to be creative in everything that you do, like everything, like, and like having fun. It's almost like like acting like you are like this character in a movie, and like your creativity is like, these different like roles that you play or something, like, you know like how am I trying to say this, like the different spaces of creativity are different characters, like, and you take on these like characters, like, yeah. Yeah, but there's so many ways, to use your creativity. Like I seen that and felt that. They made me feel that very strongly throughout my vessel. The gift of gab, you know. Yeah, all these different ways to create. Whew. All right. T. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, I got a question for Genie. You know,
But
um,
Jen,
That's right. We're gonna talk today.
Oh shit.
You know, my earlier years, I was filled with fire. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of fire. But then my teenage years, it's like my fire got put out. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand it because I was getting in a lot of trouble. So my fire didn't get put out. Things could have ended bad for me. But as of now, what I'm saying, with who I am, Marduk, with my aspects, dark magic, you know what I'm saying, and the beast, amongst others, I need my fire reignited. You know what I'm saying? But how do I do that without burning myself out, without thinking about it too much? You know what I'm saying? It's time for me to reignite my inner fire and to get things going. So how do I go about that?
Movement. You have been instructed many times to move. There needs to be a release of energy out of your vessel. The way that your vessel works when this energy is released, you will be a clearer channel. There are many stagnant spaces inside of your vessel. There are many spaces of
It's okay, bro. Take your time.
there's a lot of hurt in there.
You okay?
Yeah. Um, there's a lot of hurt in there. There's pain. Um, that's been there for so long. It like, that's where like anger comes from. Like sadness, hurt turns into anger. And my heart feels broke. Um, um there's certain things I just don't want to say on air. But I definitely feel heartbreak. I definitely feel the piling, just piling shit on top of shit. And it's been there for so long. Like we gotta move it out of the vessel. We gotta shake that shit up and get it out. So that's what he was showing me. Like movement is very crucial for you, like vital. Move that energy. And it's not going to be an easy space because, you know, as you're moving shit, loosening it up, it's got to come up to come out.
Mhm.
That's another reason we want you in the darkness. Doing these activities, doing this movement, it's an embrace that takes place in this darkness. You have a lot of support. And there's this space inside of you that spent so long like not being seen, not wanting to be seen, to where it will resonate in your vessel, this comfortability with the darkness and doing things in the dark.
That's a definite fact.
But yeah, that's what's going on. We got to get that shit out the vessel so that you can, you know, just be more of a vibrational match for what it is you're desiring. It's
Mm, okay, I get it.
yeah, this
You
heart
know,
space, my love. We gotta,
you gotta get the movement.
yeah,
Like that's what we talked about earlier.
yeah,
You
and this
know,
heart space.
yeah. You know, I have been, lack of a better word, stagnant. You know what I'm saying? With all my experiences, and I did tell y'all that a lot of things I went through, it was like a pile of bricks on top of a pile of bricks. You know what I'm saying? And I did go through that. So, you know, I can honestly say that some of it, at least, is cleared up. But, you know, I guess the rest of it, you know, I guess I got to confront that too. You know, and I thought I was doing a good job,
You
but
are. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. The experiences that you've had in life, most wouldn't even be open like you are to do what you're doing, like in this now, you know? And especially like traveling through your vessel, you are a stubborn motherfucker. Like, you know? You are kind of slow to change because you kind of one of those people that you get like stuck in your ways. And it's like, this is what the fuck it is, and it's just what it is. And I don't care. Like, who the fuck likes it? Who doesn't? Like, it's just what it is, you know? One of them. And so for you to be in a space of allowance, like, as stubborn as your vessel is what's up, you know? So we just gotta get a little tender up in there, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get some TLC up in there.
you know what? That's actually the perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
TLC.
TLC, baby.
You
Hey
know, I
T,
didn't know it was that strong. What's up?
10,000 steps each day for 31 days. How does that make you feel?
10,000 steps every day for 31 days.
Hmm.
Hmm. How does that make you feel? Honestly, I guess from where I stand right now, I feel like it could be done.
All right, bet. So I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna be honest. So for me, I've done this before with this significance of like motion and movement, and it's helped me a lot. Still growing in this current continuum, but definitely took me to a different space to where I'm even able to be up here with y'all today, right? I know that's a catalyst. A lot of emotions were able to come up through motion and being able to process and being able to think. Sometimes even in that motion, I might not just be allow myself to just be in my own headspace. Sometimes if I'm listening to something, maybe I'm listening to frequencies and vibrations, but it significantly help. But at the end of the day, bro, you fam, it's a tribe. So I like to let you know, bro, I'm willing to also make and embody 10,000 steps each day for 31 days. And let's see how that pan out. One step at a time. 10,000 steps may seem like a lot, but it's not a lot, but it's definitely necessary. And even how you do your cleanse, your fast, and all those different things, I feel like it's going to assist too, even for myself, bro. I kind of I started slacking a little bit on the 10,000 steps, but for the past 2 to 3 years, I was pretty intentional with it. And I ended up going beyond the 31 days. It started becoming like a discipline. But even just hearing y'all speak and how it's showing up for you, I'm definitely, you know what I'm saying, picking up my own reflection and how like I've actually stopped that intention myself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, this ain't just about like, you know what I'm saying, you either, bro. Like in the reflection of, for sure, I'm definitely willing to make that commitment. So if you down, just, you know what I'm saying, let me know for sure and we can make it happen.
But how does the
Well,
10,000 steps feel for you, Marquise? Because we kind of feel like it's like a you know how like when it's like a dirt road or something like
Hmm.
it had to be traveled down so many times to make it like this road, you know?
Hmm.
Like that's what we feel that space is for you. So like, maybe he does 10,000 steps and you find something a little more physical.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. At the end of the day, the theme is discipline and consistency, showing up for self in some way, or form, or fashion, and giving it a desire and result in terms of, you know what I'm saying, a goal to start that consistency and discipline in that motion. So, or expression, physical. I'm down. We definitely talk about it for sure.
And we could even do this in the vortex because I'll join y'all. I'll do 31 days. I need to stretch and let more oxygen flow through my body.
Clear that fashion.
Yeah.
now you know what hit me? Because remember, April, when you first brought me to the vortex, right? And right after that, you brought in Marquis. And when we was talking, I was telling y'all that I didn't quite have an outlet to kind of let some things out, you know. So with the vortex, right, I've been much more active in it, you know what I'm saying, expressing myself, and that does help, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying. But outside of y'all, right, I'm still here solo. You know what I'm saying? So my experiences is always by myself.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Oh,
Hmm.
you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it's like sometimes, April, like you got so many stories, and I met this person and had a conversation with this person, and yeah, this person
I
held it shaped
just
like a
started
house.
that. I've been in
It's,
mommy
well,
bubble
well,
for like three
well,
years.
well, that's true. That's true. But
But
you
before
got these
mommy bubble, I
stories.
was outside. Yeah.
yeah, but you have these experiences. You
No,
know
I
what I'm
get what you're
saying?
saying
So,
though. But yeah, especially on the spiritual tip, like I definitely been a lone star.
uh, I've been isolated. You know what I'm saying? For so long that even with this vortex, you know what I'm saying, it took me a minute to kind of just open up and accept, like, okay, I'm here and I need to express myself more. So I've made it a point to express myself
Yeah, good for
more,
you.
but it's still like I have more expression to go, but it's always just me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If that makes
100%.
sense.
It makes a complete sense. That's the whole thing, even for the reflection of myself, God. Like 100%, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even with the expression that the gym was hitting on with me, like, like they were tapping back with the inner child. I mean, at that point, if you got all these things we talking about, all these energy, all this gift, all this creativity, and then these theme show where it's like you gotta release it. I mean, it is going right back to the beginning, and it's just allowing us to see like where the shit started. But again, we're not alone, right? The illusion is we're alone
Yeah,
now, but like you said, when we off these cameras and shit, no, it's just us. You know what I'm saying? For however that showed up, to where you might have had others with you, and the people that you had around you or kept around you, you were still alone, right? So it's still in allowing them to be the same reflections, allowing them to be the same reflections that cause the suppression, the dimming of the light, the playing it small, and then when we step out, right? We step out with our authority more and more every day, each day in our power, and we're trying to step into this shit. But then when you're stepping out, what happens? You get the same things showing back up. And what does it make you want to do? It makes you want to go back and fuck inside, fuck everybody, and just be the observer. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, though, like the fucking paradox and enigma is, even though we create these illusions of whatever we're considering safe space, like we still dealing with these emotions in variety of different ways that are still suppressing our full expression. You know what I'm saying? Like what you're saying, that's what I've been dealing with the past 4 days, bro. Like, but I'm like, damn, I done did all this, I done did that. For people who are watching us, bro, they probably like, yeah, bro. Like, I mean, what they talking, I appreciate it, but like, damn, why they making it seem so difficult? But it's like, no, bro, like y'all don't got no clue, bro. Like, nigga, jumping off the port has been a real super duper thing and rapid, consistent. So we it's and I want you to know that, T. Like I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like forget everybody else right now. I'm telling you, like you jumping off your porches and how you do it, and you facing that shit is a magnificent motherfucking thing, and you're doing a damn good job at it. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we always gonna feel like we on a mission. It's just some things that we just tuning up, and I feel like after we continue to tune these things. Of course, things aren't gonna be things that we always gonna have things show up, bro. But it's just because we went in on a different level and capacity is why we're gonna be able to do it a little bit more smooth and
Yeah.
be able to alchemize and transmute the shit a little bit faster. But bro, you gotta. I'm recognizing too, like I have to ultimately still give myself not just grace, bro. It's just to honor and praise myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't afford, literally afford. I can't afford. I really can't. This is real shit. I can't afford to solely allow outside influences, projections, or perspectives to be my sole force of drive and action and creating. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I've been feeling that paradox and enigma. But don't think, bro. Don't think, bro, that you when these things show up for us, like it's like these aspects within ourselves are like the top coaches in the universe type of vibe. Just how I kind of been looking at it. Like And I know it's a little different just coming from me as an ath like being a previous, athlete or whatever. But that just like, what I'm saying, that helps me in that way. It's like, okay, the
Mhm.
coaching. But how I used to view my coaches, I mean, that was part of the problem too. Like I'm like, I used to feel that resistance, I could feel the BS behind what they was on, but there were still key things that I needed to do in the resistance that I was providing from it. So that's the same thing that show people with the aspects of time, just like authority and shit, right? But like you in that, as April say, that spiritual gym, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to give yourself grace, bro, because it's not too many people in the spiritual gym and willing to do it outside for all these people, these beautiful beings, to be able to observe and see. Like that's some crazy work, bro. Like what I'm doing right now, I'm talking to you right now. I'm looking at you in April, bro, but I'm on my phone. I'm in front of this fucking camera. From where I've been in the past 2, 3 years and how things have transpired for me, this is crazy as fuck. Really though, it ain't easy. Like it ain't easy at all. Even today, bro, showing up today. But I'm gonna show up though. I'm gonna show up for myself first and foremost. But I'm gonna show up for y'all as well. That's the reflection. So, nah, bro, don't ever think you, because I get it too. And I'm talking to you. Once I'm talking to you, I'm talking to my damn self for sure, bro.
For sure.
Like, don't ever fucking think you're not doing enough because that's when we start. That's when we start playing it small, bro, and we get that feeling like we're being played with and shit. But that's the illusion, because even Alexandra be speaking on the fact of ain't nothing controlling us outside of ourselves. It's the illusion of that. But if you want to give it to it, fuck it, then let it be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, T, you doing a great job, bro. You doing a great job, bro. Even if it ain't 10,000 steps, nigga, fuck it, you do 5,000, and it can be 10,000. But at the end of the day, what niggas not gonna do. Nah, bro, we ain't about to act like we don't know who the fuck we are, even if we look back in our past and our projections and shit, and it comes up every time in our vessels. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start, like I said, to Jen, okay, bet. Initiating project, absolutely not giving a fuck. Shit, fuck it. And how that show up in my reflection of my others, I know my heart, that's been the thing. Like my heart has been I came into this thing with my heart, but then it's like the balance, you know what I'm saying? Because the anger and all those different things, not trusting people, all these different things, you know what I'm saying? It's valid in reason why I don't trust people, or I feel like I didn't trust people, or I feel like I didn't trust brothers or women or whatever, bro. Like that's valid. You got to validate that because it's the truth. All these experiences, it's just from our observational standpoint, we can get a little muddy because we're seeing ourselves higher than where we're at right now. But that's why I kind of be speaking on this. Like, I know the human experience thing is can get irritating, but shit, like we are human. We are these guys coming here to have a human experience. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been feeling these last 4 days. I'd be damned if I'm not going to acknowledge my human self when this is part of this whole thing, or even downplay it. No, fuck that. Like, because obviously obviously, it'd be crazy. Like, obviously, it's like, am I not doing enough? And I'm doing enough. It's just like, hey, fuck it. We just like keep going Super Saiyan. But gratefully, we do have reflections like ourselves, bro, that got each other. And hopefully, for the collective, as y'all listening to this and observing this, I hope that, it can be a catalyst for y'all to be able to see, no matter how you feel about me, T, you know what I'm saying, or April, for y'all to see, like, you can at least start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And then align with people who may be that catalyst to keep going or provide reflections that make you understand fully that you was truly like never alone though. But I'm done. I just I had to get that out for sure.
Appreciate it.
You know, and thank you for that. And I understand that the closer you get to where you're supposed to be, the harder the route can get.
For
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm closer, so maybe it'll get a little easier. Yeah, not quite. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to walk a few miles west, and you know what I'm saying? I got to do that because I do need movement, right? I can
Mhm.
tell you that. I definitely need movement. You know what I'm saying? So I understand I need all that. Cool. I got it. You know what I mean? But it's like you get past one thing, then you got
Yeah,
this
let's think about
bigger thing you got to do. It's like,
No, for
oh, yeah.
sure.
They're like, does it like can I sit down for a second?
Yeah,
You know
can I
what I'm
be
saying? Because
present and just sit in it for a minute?
yeah, can I sit down? Can I, you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
No. No,
That's what I
no,
want.
because then you'll
I
get
would like,
mad. You like, damn, every time I sit down and think everything good, like, bam, here goes something else. Like, no, we prefer it to be that 1-2 checker, like, hit me with it. Let's go. Let's get this shit knocked out. Like, we them types, bro. Like, nah, we can't here for all the action. We with all the shits. Yeah. So we gonna knock this shit out simultaneously.
that's true. That's very true. You know, but one great thing is, it
One step at a
is
time.
just me. That's one thing I will say. You know what I'm saying? It is just me. So that makes it easier. You know, if I couldn't do it, it wouldn't be in front of me.
Nah.
So I'm here for it. You know,
Keeping your movie
not in me.
interesting.
You know, not in me to make Miss April cry. You know,
Man, not
not
that
in me.
empathy shit, man.
Yeah, I know.
Like I told y'all, Monday was crazy work. Like they've been having me sit with these collective ass feelings and shit. And my gifts are like, when I say they be on 10,000, like I'm like, damn. Like, I mean, now I'm at the space like I always, I have glimpses of people's shit, but like, yeah, it's just crazy work. It's intensified times 3,000. Like I feel every fucking thing, everything. On top of my own
I know.
shit.
It's funny how that works, huh?
On top of my own shit. I'm used to feeling, but not at this, like, not at this level. Like, it's crazy.
How this reflections of the heart and everything that we've been having between me and T and everything we've been discussing with these beautiful aspects of ourselves.
Yeah.
Um, for you, right? For
Yeah.
April, you know what I'm saying? How has that process generally been like for you in terms of being able to pick up your own reflections of um, you know, maybe, regarding love, maybe like resistance, ego, all these things that we've been talking about today, like how is that been showing up for you in this present continuum or like in the past present continuum? And do you feel like, that's something that you are having to work on as well
Hell
and
yeah.
utilize the rituals? Like, how's that been showing up?
Look, hell yeah. From the jump. So like, and that's funny. My name is Faith and Love on this page. Like, it's like I went through these journeys. Like, I had to be like, I don't know, in my late 20s and probably like 26. And I was just like, what is love for real? I mean, like, for real, for real. Like, people talking all this shit, like, unconditional and all these things. Like, so I wanted to explore. So anyway, once put some shit out there, I'm going through the shits. So I started realizing in my dynamics that I didn't allow myself to get too close in like relationships, like what they call romantic relationships, partner relationships. And I would choose men that were unavailable. So that means we didn't have to get that deep into the shit because you ain't
Mhm.
really available like that. You know what I'm saying? And so it got to these spaces where I was just like, what is the issue with that? And then that's when I came up with vulnerability. I was like, I got vulnerability issues. Like, and that's what I like. When I say I fucking get it, I fucking get it. The beginning stages of that shit was hard as fuck. Like, when I say hard as fuck, it was hard as fuck. Like, to be vulnerable and especially like, I come from a family full of women, like strong ass women, you know what I'm saying? That like, You know, like even the ones that were married, like, you know what I'm saying? They was in charge. You know what I'm saying? And so, nah, like that vulnerable shit, like, no, that's out the window. Like, we don't do that over here. Like, that's some weak ass shit. So, even trusting, opening the door to trust to be vulnerable, you know, I mean, like, it was hard as fuck. Like, almost one of the hardest, you know, because I go through these experiments and shit. Like, I think that was the hardest, the vulnerability. Um, and so once I like allowed, like, you know, crept through the door, I just cracked the door a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I started. I didn't know back then what anxiety was, but I would have anxiety in those spaces. And I was super uncomfortable, like, and almost scared, you know. And then that's when I started realizing too that the pain in my heart, like the want to avoid pain, you know, that was also part of the problem with the vulnerability and letting people into that heart space like that, like wanting to avoid the pain of it. So anyway, fast forward, I kind of got past that and just started allowing myself to be seen and speaking more, you know, in relationships and dynamics. And, you know, just kind of at the beginning, like I started tuning into my flaws, what I felt were my flaws. Like the shit that was hard, you know. The ego ain't like, ain't nothing wrong with you. And if the people feel like it's something wrong with you, it's something wrong with them. Fuck them. You know, being this ego maniac. And so that was another space of me practicing being vulnerable and opening up my heart space. Like, first admitting to myself what I considered my flaws. And then when I would get into these dynamics, you know, telling motherfuckers these are what I consider my flaws. Like I'm just put the shit right here on the table, you know, right in the beginning. So this is what it is, you know. And then so that went sexually too. Sexually being able to be in a space of vulnerability. Um, that shit was hard. Still working on that. Um, yeah, it's been a journey. Opening that heart space and I've had, you know, I'll be here all night, but I've had countless experiences that created opportunities for me to go deeper into vulnerable spaces to where now it's just becoming aware of where residue is and course correcting. It's no longer super uncomfortable because I've been doing this process for so long, you know. Um, but here lately, the heart space, um, we were talking about this in the vortex where there's still some shrinkage there. Like I had to be honest with myself and where there's some spaces of being self-conscious. Is that the word? Self-conscious. That sounds like the word. Feels like the word. Self-conscious. And I could still feel where I would shrink to make others comfortable, you know, and where if I was myself, you know, it might have been an uncomfortable situation, but it would have been a real situation to have real fucking conversations. Um, what else? And how there's still that residue of pain. Like I had to sit with that the other day. Maybe it was yesterday or the day before. Like I thought that I was beyond that space where like you try to avoid or prevent so you don't feel that heart pain, you know?
Mm.
Um, and so I seen where I desired to want to control the outcome because I wanted to avoid the pain, even though like I already expressed the outcome, seeing what the shit was gonna be, you know, and was trying to avoid that outcome using control
Mm.
and to avoid the pain of loss, which is usually not my MO. Like, hasn't been my MO. Like, it's usually like, I'm a tough cookie, you know what I'm saying? And like, all these processes, like, yeah, it's gonna hurt for a little bit, but we be all right.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna work through whatever this is. And so, yeah, that's what's been showing up in the heart space lately. And this measurement too, you know, on the upside, the measurement of, you know, like what T was talking about when you kind of like isolated from people for so long, that trust of letting people in your heart space. And then like, you know, that's the thing too with my theme is I have to be transparent. Like Spirit told me that a long time ago. Like I have to be, you know, that started with my vulnerability process. Like I have to spill my guts and shit. You know, that's part of my theme. People learn through me spilling my guts. Um, so yeah, as he was saying that, like, you know, that's definitely showed up with being isolated for so long, um, and having to spill guts and be around fucking strangers and shit, you know. Um, there was some residue of that. Like, and I was kind of shocked. I was like, damn, like, really? But yeah, it was definitely some residue. But I still moved forward. I actually thought about that today as I was around some fucking strangers, how far I've come with the trust in my heart and just loving on people. Mm. Um, yeah, I had went through some things when I was around some fucking strangers, and I was like, "Thank you," and I gave out hugs and shit.
Okay.
It made the people uncomfortable, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what's been showing up for me in the heart space.
Okay.
Hmm.
Cool. Nah, I appreciate you sharing. Appreciate it, collective. Appreciate it too.
This was quite a 3 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah. As the aspects kept wanting to flow out of me, I was just like, bro, we already been up here for a while. Here y'all come. All right. Time doesn't exist. Fuck it.
Um, you know, what's cold is I still want to continue this conversation. You know, my phone is at 17%.
Yeah, that's what's up because I'm ready to end it. Um, so go ahead and send us out with a message, T. Young Elder.
Well, as y'all saw with today's video, step into your authority. Because if you don't, I'm going to have to keep talking to April's authority. And that nigga don't want to talk to me. But I'm going to talk to him, though. He going to feel my authority. He going to feel my power. He going to feel my anger. He going to feel everything. And I don't give a damn. But just know, people, we are at a critical stage. That's why I got the message that I got. Marquis got a message that he got. And April, stay getting the messages that she gets. As we talk to each other, we're talking to y'all as well. Please, please, everybody, take this time seriously. Because if you're here, you still got time to do everything you need to do to get things done. Please take the time to care for yourself. Just trust me, you're going to need it.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? And I'll end it on that.
Marquise.
yeah, great, T. Yep,
Thank
time to definitely stop giving a fuck, have fun, express, stop limiting yourself. No matter what it's gonna come out and look like in reflection, if you got your best interests and you truly move through your heart and you really sit down with yourself, then how could you be wrong? And if you don't live and have fun, then death gonna have fun with you when it's all over with. So you might as well have your party now. And if you don't know what the fuck that look like, then that's the point. So, you know, continue to step into your authority like T said, just by being your authority, just by understanding that you are allowed to be in your authority because you be here in this expression. And if you're tuning into this vortex, then obviously you are somebody who is unique in and of themselves. So just because you may not be up here or you may not, what I'm saying, necessarily be in the tribe, at the end of the day, you are. So, take advantage of everything that you hear, and if you choose to do so and implement anything that we share and our vulnerability being up here in this space, um, it definitely be a catalyst. So continue to shoot self, y'all. Love.
you. Very send out.
Right? Y'all did such a great job. All right, y'all. Well, y'all have a beautiful night. We want to thank everybody for checking in. Um, in our beautiful space of love. Like if this ain't through your heart, booze, I don't know what. All right, so peace, love, and bliss through your hearts, and we'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Peace out.